Hello, my darlings. Welcome to Becoming Abundant Podcast, the space where God and growth align, hosted by Anna Maria Jinga. This is the #1 movement for freedom of the mind and heart. Let's start the conversation. Hello, my darlings. Welcome to another amazing week here on the Becoming Abundant Podcast with your host, Anna Maria Jinga. And today, my loves, we have a fabulous guest, and I'm so excited to introduce her. So, Rosha Entezari is the founder of Rosht Coaching LLC and the creator of Roshtify, a revenue tracking app designed to help entrepreneurs manage cash flow with clarity and control. I already love that. She helps mission-driven entrepreneurs grow their income through financially optimized marketing strategies, which I know all of you need. So that's why I invited her. She's also the host of a daily micro podcast, Good Morning Money, where she teaches practical money habits that support long-term business stability and growth. My loves, I present to you my dear friend, Rosha.
Hello, hello, hello. Thanks, Anna, for inviting me. And hi, everybody. You're so lucky to have Anna, and I'm so proud to have a friend like her. So
Oh,
happy to be here.
it's so awesome having you here, and I have so many things I want to talk to you about, so we're just gonna dive in.
Let's.
Um, but before everything, I am so honored to have you here. It's been on my mind for so long to bring you because I know you bring so much clarity and influence and impact in women, especially because you talk money. You talk exactly what a lot of the women fear even thinking about. We as women are always taught in society like fear money, don't look at money. Money is the root of all evil, all of that crap. You and I both know that. And having someone like you teach people, teach women how to be comfortable with money, how to be their own self leader through understanding finances, through marketing themselves, through honoring who we really are. And you make it so simple and so accessible. It's like, oh, it's absolutely my dream. It was my dream to have you here. So here we are living my dream. So, my love, tell me what got you into this world of learning money, talking money, influencing people about money. Tell me the story.
Okay, great question. So at the beginning, actually, I kind of got forced to it. So if
Love
anyone
it.
needs to be forced to it, I'm here for you. But I'm happy with the results. So yeah, so I actually was dreaming to become a doctor, which as a Persian parents always force you to normally become doctors or engineers, or if you live in the US, lawyers or doctors. Um, I wanted to become a doctor. My dad didn't want me to become a doctor. And basically, I kind of got pushed towards going to accounting and learn finances, which was great. At that time, I didn't know, but I started learning it, started working in it, basically grew to actually like it more and more. And when I saw that I can help a lot of people, I can help businesses pay less taxes legally just by doing the right things, and also by increasing their profits, increasing their sales, by knowing their numbers, basically empowering the owners. That gave me so much fulfillment. I still remember the first time I created a report. At that time, I think I was like 20 probably. So I remember I created a report and took it to my boss at that time, the owner, actually, the owner of the company. And I said, I made this, look and see what you think. And then he looked at it, and he was one of those tough guys. So he looked and then looked back at me again, and he was like, this is something that I've been waiting for 3 years. And the company was established 3 years before that. So
Wow.
I know, I never forget that smile. I never forget that moment. It was so fulfilling. So that was the beginning of me actually realizing that I really want to make an impact and see my impact in other people's lives. So yeah, that was the beginning of it. That's how I
I
got.
love it. Oh my gosh. Thank God you didn't turn into a doctor. Can you imagine? You would have been a fabulous doctor because I know whatever you put your mind to, you make happen. But thank God you didn't do that. This
Oh,
is so much better.
yes. Now I help doctors too, so that's good.
There you go. I
Full
love it.
circle. Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Um, and when you think of what brought you to speak so much influence and guidance in the financial life of doctors and of your audience right now for your podcast as well. What was that spark? What brought you up one morning and were like, I need to talk to this to people?
Yeah. I think it started from just seeing that things that are to me now common sense because let's say I was doing it like 5 years ago for 15 years now. I've been in
Yeah.
finance 20 years. So like when I started my videos, my content about money and mindset, I I was doing it for 15 years, so everything was super normal to me. I was like, yeah, this is obvious. And then I started seeing people that they're like, they have questions, or when I say something, they're like, oh my God, this is so important. This can change. I could see the impact either in their life. Let's say they had a lot of debt. When I started, I helped a lot of people get out of debt
Yeah.
really fast. They learned numbers, they learned the because it's not complicated. It's not hard at all. But people make it super complicated because I
Mm.
have a way of talking that everybody like thinks that, oh, I'm very sophisticated and I know a language that they don't understand, or I can make it super easy and talk in layman terms and be like, oh, it's just this and that. This minus this is this, like just make it super easy instead of talking about this is going to be debited and that's going to be credited and this is this, just talking too much in accounting terms. I don't like that. I like simplicity. And when I started doing that, I saw a lot of people are now empowered. I remember I helped someone become debt free and learn how to help her boyfriend to become debt free. This is incredible.
Nice.
This makes me so fulfilled. This gives me so much joy to see that, now somebody else is empowered to do that. So I am just seeing that was something that I realize that I have this and I can make it simple and I don't want to sound too sophisticated. I want to make it simple. And Anna, believe it or not, it's not only women. A lot of men actually they are embarrassed to say
Yeah.
that they don't know their numbers. They're embarrassed to say when they look at their financial statements, they have no idea what they're looking at. They look at the
Yeah.
bottom line and they're like, okay, good. That
Go
doesn't
team.
exactly. It doesn't mean anything to them. But the fact is, your financial statements are showing you a story, telling you a story. You have to know how to read them. You need to know how to find the trends. And what is the story that your numbers are telling you? When you learn how to read the story, you're good forever. It's easy. It's not hard at all.
I love what you said when you learn how to read a story, because even money is a story, has a story behind it. And it can be so simple or so complicated, depending the story you're ready to read, depending on the filter that you have. I love the fact that you are bringing that to people, just making it simple to understand the story, because at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be hard. It's just money, it's just a tool, it's simple, it's there, it's numbers. It shouldn't be that complicated, but we're taught so often to overthink it, that money is something scary, that oh, we shouldn't look at it, we shouldn't learn it. It's for accountants, it's for someone smarter than us. When in fact, it's for everyone. And that's what you're doing. It's so, so powerful.
Exactly. Yeah, it's for everyone. And you know what? If you want to become wealthy in all aspects, you also have to have money. You have to become wealthy in financial aspect as
Yeah.
well. And there is no way you can become wealthy and you don't understand numbers. No way.
Yes.
So if you are thinking about like, I want to help people, I want to be able to give a lot to my loved ones, give a lot to charities that I love, give a lot to others financially. If you have more, you can give more. And it's your responsibility to learn the numbers game. You need to learn the stories behind numbers. You need to know how money works, learn the game of money, and start playing it right.
So good. The game of money, and start playing it. It's all about learning the rules and starting to play them in your favor. Because that's the thing. Just like Monopoly. If you know how to play Monopoly, it's a very fun game. But if you don't, you hate it. Same
Exactly.
with money. Oh, I love it. And I know that we were talking about this in previous times because we've known each other forever. It feels like that. You had to take care of you and your mind and your focus in order to make all of this happen. Your business, the way you hold yourself to your clients, all of this, you had to be your own leader. So talk to me about that part of self-leadership in you. What keeps you on track?
Good question. So yes, if you want to lead anybody, you have to start from yourself. You need to be able to be the leader of your own life first, then think about other things. If you want to not even if you want to become a business owner, even if you want to lead a house, if you
Yeah.
want to be able to have a good life, doesn't matter if you're the wife or husband or whatever, which partner you are, you need to lead from your side, from your point of view. And in order to do that, you need to be able to lead yourself. And in order to be a good leader, you need to start from leading your own emotions, knowing exactly who am I, what are my values, based on my values, how should I react or how should I act in specific, scenarios, cases that happen. So
Yeah.
it definitely starts with you, and leading your own emotions, I think, is the first step.
Yeah. It's so empowering when we have control over our emotions, when we are able to realize that it starts with that, leading your own emotions, putting boundaries around, hey, I don't want to feel like that anymore, changing the things that are within your control, and then going from there. And I really believe that they are connected to how we treat our finances. When we know how to lead ourselves, we know how to lead in our finances as well. Have you had experiences with clients, with friends, with even your students in cafe society? Have you had experiences where people have realized that that connection of how you lead yourself and how you lead your money is so directly impacted?
Absolutely, yes. It shows. So the person who is disciplined, let's say, one thing that I've been talking about a lot is I ask people to exercise.
Mm,
Exercise. Do that every day, if not 3 times a week at least. But
yeah,
try to have that mindset that I'm going to do it every day because it's easier than 3 times a week. Because then you're like, is it today or tomorrow? So you have to start negotiating with yourself. It's going to ruin it. But if you say, I'm going to exercise every day, and you do it, you create that discipline in yourself. So if you look, most of the wealthy people are also in good shape
yes,
because they mastered their body as well. They learn that no matter what, even if you are not feeling like it, if it's raining outside, if it's cold outside, doesn't matter. You go to the gym, you exercise. You can't go to the gym, you do it at home. COVID happens, you exercise at home. It doesn't matter.
exactly.
Whatever you do every day will determine what you're going to get later, right? So if you exercise every day, if you feed your mind every day, you read something, you learn something. If it's not about reading, you can also listen. So if you're listening to podcasts, listening to TED Talks, listening to good things, you feed your mind with the right things, you're going to grow in the same path. So if you're working, let's say, and this is important because I think we need to remember that we have several areas in our life that we need to work on. So
Mhm.
if you, let's say, if you want to grow in your finance part and you're just now focused, just because I said, let's say, focus on your physical health, you just focus on physical health, you're not going to get wealthy, but you're getting disciplined. So now you need to use that mindset, that identity that you've created for yourself. I'm a disciplined person. Now that now that I have clarity that I want to grow in my financial life, now I have to put the same discipline into this category and work on my finances. Maybe listen to some podcasts that are talking about money. Maybe start reading some books. Maybe start following those type of people on Instagram, on social media, to see more of that and go through things. Am I following a lot of people who pour or talk bad about money? Is that what I want? Or is it like, or do I want to be empowered and also empower other people? What is
Mm.
that? And then bring more of that in your life. It's not magic. It's like, if you want to be healthy, you need to exercise, you need to eat healthier, you need to have the nutrition that you want. If you want to be healthier financially, you need to learn how to make more, you need to know how to spend correctly, not necessarily less.
Yeah.
Spend on the right things, and don't spend or like have a budget for the things that are just, the things that we want, what not necessarily a need for us.
Yeah.
Super simple. To me, it sounds like a super simple formula. You just do what you know it is, right? And I think deep inside of us, all of us know what needs to be done. Sometimes we just want to ignore it and don't look at it. But we have to be honest. We have to have the discipline to be like, you know what? I'm the leader of my own life. I'm gonna do it. And when I say we do it, we do it. That's it.
Yes. Amen to that. The fact that you said, I am the leader of my own life and we do it, that kind of discipline is exactly what a lot of the people that are struggling are lacking. I see it so much in people finding excuses. It's easy to find an excuse. It's harder to be disciplined. But then when you do get disciplined, when you build that muscle into the discipline of taking care of your body, then using it, just like you said, using it into your finances as well. Like, I'm a disciplined person now. Let me be disciplined here as well. It comes way easier to put it in motion. And it can start with what you're eating, how you're working out. It can start in something small and then move it into something that maybe is a little scarier, such as finances. Um, but sometimes I know that people find excuses, and I know sometimes people go through heavy things. So I want you to talk to us a little bit about one of your hardest moments and how you passed it, especially in your self-leadership and your growth, when it was that pivoting moment of, I need to go through this and I need to move through it so that I can get out and move forward.
Mhm. So I can think about two important things right now.
Nice.
One of
Tell us
them,
about it.
so one of them is, so it was always hard for me to start a conversation, to do networking. And for your business to grow, you need to learn to talk to people. I would be totally fine if somebody else would start talking to me.
Yeah.
When I went to a lot of events and I was like, okay, what am I doing here? Like, who do I talk to? Please, somebody find me and come talk to me because I'm like dying over here. So, so I was like that. And I remember I was like, okay, how do I learn? I need to learn from people who are good at it. And I had I think two actually Instagram lives, one with Evan Carmichael, which is
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
And one with somebody else, I forgot his name. It was a few years ago. So both of them helped me so much. And one of them told me that it's simple. You just go and ask questions, be curious about people, and they will talk, and they love talking about themselves. And that's it. No, and think about how you can help them. Maybe you can
Mm,
connect them to somebody else, and they will never forget you if you connect them to each other. And that was the first thing I did. And when I went to my next event, I was like, okay, whomever I see, I will ask the question, what is your name first? And then, oh, tell me about yourself. What do you do? Okay, what do you need help with? And this like helped me so much to get better at this. So although it was still hard, but at least I would be like, I had clarity. I had the first three questions. What's your name? My name is blah, blah. What's your name, right? And then, okay, what do you do? People like to talk about themselves. And then third question was like, what do you need help with? That's it.
nice. I
That
love it.
that is simple formula done. Yes, right. I made a lot of good friends. I actually connected two people, and then they came back later on, told me that, actually they had a breakthrough because of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just feels so good, doing
Oh,
that.
I love it. That's so awesome. And it's so simple. Like, what's your name? What do you do? Because we're always curious, like, what do you do for work? What do you do in general? Like, are you a mom? Are you a business owner? What's going on there? And then, how can I help? What do you need help with? That is the simplest recipe and so, so easy to just connect with people. And I know that because we know each other so well. I know how hard it was for you to start doing that, but you are doing it so well because your network is massive right now. And you love connecting people from one place to another, to another, to another. And I know that you love to combine worlds from Tony Robbins to Brandon Bouchard and so on. It's always really fun. And I want to hear your story because I would say a little bird told me, but I'm the little bird who watched you. So a little bird watched you. And you were on Tony Robbins. You went to the event. He, you raise a hand. He chose you. He's like, yeah, I need to talk to you. Tell us the story of talking to Tony Robbins and how did it feel to get that vulnerable in front of 10,000 plus people?
Yeah, absolutely. And that was the second hardest thing, actually.
Yeah,
So, yes, I was at Business Mastery, and yeah, I raised my hand and I could feel that Tony can see in my eyes that I need to talk to him. I was so
I love it.
desperate. I'm like, this is my eighth Business Mastery. Please pick me. I have a question. Yeah, so I think he was like, he could read it on my face. So he
Everything was like ping, ping, ping.
seriously. So yeah, so I raised my hand and he asked me, why are you here? And then I shared with him what was the second hardest, not the second, actually, the networking comparing to this is nothing. This was my number one pain and
Mm,
limiting belief and fear, and I felt like I can't solve this. I keep working on it and feel like I'm solving it, but it's there still. So it was me not feeling enough.
mm,
And I told Tony, I'm like, I have amazing results both for myself and for my clients. But no matter what, no matter, like, it doesn't matter how many good things I see as results, even tangible things, it doesn't matter. Deep inside, I know that I'm not feeling enough.
mm.
So and I was so happy just to say that. So I was so vulnerable, obviously, but the pain was too much that, to be honest, it wasn't that hard for me to say it because it was really hard to live it every day,
Yeah,
and then you're a leader. A lot of people are looking at you, both, let's say, at my business, in Cafe Society, in my community, on Instagram, different places. Like, I have to show up, I have to lead, but like I also know at that deep inside, I'm like, I need help. There is something there, and no matter what, I work with my coach, and it's still there, like it doesn't go,
yeah.
right? So I wanted to talk to this
The man.
mentor, yes, to the man, to see please take this off of me. Like, I'm tired of this, right? So yeah, so I talked to Tony. The video is on YouTube. Do you want, how much of it do you want me to
Tell me everything, and the video link will be put in the description box, my loves. Don't worry, you can see it too. Tell us everything, because that whole process in itself was so powerful that I know that people hearing this, they're gonna resonate. How many of us have we felt like no matter how much we do and results are there and life is great, we still feel like still super not enough, still super heavy, still super like I can do better. This is not, we've all felt like that. So you're speaking now to our souls, not just to our ears. You're speaking directly. So tell us more.
Okay, yes. So when I talked with Tony, I had so many breakthroughs, and to be honest, I watched this video and recording a few times, and I got lucky that somebody was there and somebody was watching live, and they recorded portions of it for me and gave it to me.
So good.
Oh yes, so good. I'm so grateful to them. So there are a few things. It's still, Anna, it's still so hard for me to talk about it because I feel like it has a lot of layers and I still can't explain everything that happened and I feel in a simple way, but I feel it. So first of all, knowing that or thinking that I'm not enough, first of all, it's good to know it's a fear. That is good to know is that this is a fear. And with your fear, you never fight because your fear is going to get bigger and stronger and you're going to get weaker and tired. So you only dance with your fear. So dancing with your fear means that you acknowledge the existence of the fear. First, you see your dance partner. Okay, this is my dance partner. Smelly, gross, sweaty dance partner. That's how I want to, because I hate it. Right? I hate it, but I have to dance with it. So I'm like, ew. Okay, I'll dance with you, although I hate you, but like, yes, you're here, unfortunately. You smell and you're just sweaty, gross, but you're here and I have to dance with you. So, okay, I'll dance with you. I'll dance with you until you're tired and I'm not. Because while we're doing this dance, we're building muscles, building our muscles. And then just keep going, just keep going. Know that it's there. Okay, I feel not enough. Okay, it's okay. That's funny. Put a label on it. Make it funny. Make it anything that takes you out of misery. It takes you out of feeling sad. Takes you out of feeling weak. Laugh at it. Make it funny because then you're in the power seat, right? You have the control over the dance. You're leading the dance now. Okay.
So good.
I'm gonna spin you around. Right? Get tired while I'm making my muscles. Right? So know that it's there. Know that it's gross, but it is there. But while you're dancing with that and acknowledging it, you're just making yourself stronger and stronger. So it's gonna be with you maybe forever. It's totally fine. As long as you're stronger and you don't think that it shouldn't be there or it must not be there. So your expectations are right. It's there. It is there. That's it. Life is not always fair. Some other people don't feel enough and you feel like you're better than them, but you don't feel enough. Maybe you understand better than them, but like whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
You can't change that. They're there. You can only change yourself. You can just get better and better. Tony said that he also had this thing inside of him that side is still today with him. But he learned to live with it. Put it down and be like, you're there, but I'm taking this other identity with me to this situation.
Yes.
So you pick what identity you want to take with you to each place, each, let's say, if you have a business, you pick what identity you want to take to your business, which identity you want to take you to your life with your partner, which identity you want to just go hang out with yourself, right? You're taking out, okay, I'm gonna just be silly, I'm gonna just enjoy, I'm gonna be with my kid, I'm gonna be this way, right? But that exists, and it doesn't need to come with you anyway.
Yeah.
You don't need to take that dance partner to any other dances that you go. You just acknowledge it, dance, okay, now next partner, I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna dance here, dance here, dance here, build my muscle. But you keep spinning here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it, because when you ignore something, when you don't look at something, you feel like they're bigger than what they are. They actually are like when the lights are off and you're a kid, you feel like there is something there, right? By the time, like if you don't look at it, it's gonna grow in your imagination. You turn
Yeah.
on the lights and you're like, oh, that's actually my rabbit. That's my toy over there.
A
Like
stuffed toy. Yeah.
a stuffed toy. Exactly. It's just turn on the lights, look at it, acknowledge it, and pick if you want to take that dance partner with you to your next meeting, or no, you want to take another partner.
I love it. I love it. It's it's so simple sometimes to forget that we can create the identities. We can choose and pick the identities. Hey, I don't want to feel that fear anymore. I see you. I know you're gross and annoying. We dance, but now you get to sit down because you're tired and I have work to do.
Mhm.
And you go and do the work and show up and build a muscle and be better and better. And that fear just gets smaller and smaller and it's there. Maybe it's going to be with you, just like you said, for your whole life. That's okay. It doesn't mean you're less than who you are. It means that you're strong enough to carry that and carry your business and carry your family and carry every little thing in your life, because our fears do not define us. Our old patterns, our old habits do not define who we are. We define who we are. And we get to show up more and more. And I'm so happy that you said that. You just get to take a different identity to a different situation, because we can just choose. We're not the same person with everyone. So why would we need to try to be the same person with every situation? That's the beauty.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So cool. So cool. So when I'm going to ask one more question about this, because I'm curious, what was your biggest kind of relief at the end of this interaction?
So at the end of that, I was more like a question mark because I heard a lot, to be honest. But then I watched it over and over.
Yeah.
Over and over. And then I
Yes.
started talking about it with others.
Mm.
Each time I talk about it, I have another breakthrough from it, which is crazy.
I love it.
I know, right? And especially with someone like I've been trained by Tony. I know,
Yes.
like Tony talks about something, I know the rest of the story, but how come he can still tell me stuff that I keep getting breakthroughs from?
Yes.
There is always another level.
Exactly. There's always another you that hears that, a new you. Every time you hear something like, oh, now I get it. Now that little piece got in there. Oh,
Right?
so good.
Exactly. So, but if I want to say so, I guess dancing with fear was one of the things. That's why I mentioned that first. One of the things that came to me later on, I was like, oh, I always tell people to dance with their fears, and I'm like, oh, that's what I need to do with this fear. Because he didn't talk about dancing with fear. He just talked
Yeah.
about the acknowledging it and
Mhm.
knowing that this exists and the identity I get to choose and what I want to focus on. And he asked me something, which was another important thing that I'm still trying to be more intentional about it to understand it even better about myself, which was he asked me two questions, and I don't think he meant that both of them are correct about me. He wanted me to know which one is correct. So one of the things he was asking me was, why do you feel less authentic if you're not feeling not enough? So if you feel enough, why do you think that's not authentic? Which is a great question. There is a
Very
chance
cool.
that I think I kind of feel like if I feel confident and I am enough, then I feel not as authentic.
Very interesting.
I know, right?
So crazy.
The
Do
second,
you, is there a part of you that feels that if you're confident and feel enough, that you might not feel fully yourself?
this is crazy because again, now that I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
see it now better. Okay. So I feel like because in reality, a lot of people show that they're good.
Mhm.
And in reality, we all know that there is no way that anybody is good in all aspects. There's always
Very
something
true.
somewhere. In one of the categories, at least, something is lacking.
Yeah.
So maybe, and this just came to me seriously. So maybe when I think about that, I think about the version of me that people see, maybe on social media. And I think if I show them my I'm good enough version, then they think that I'm good in every aspect of my life. I hate liars.
Yeah.
Hate liars. So I think just saying that, I think it's because I don't want to put a portion of me out there for people to see and judge the whole life of me as, oh, Rosha got it, like everything is enough for her, everything is good for her. Because I don't want anybody to feel less than. I don't want feel like they're alone. I don't want anybody to think that something is wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you if you feel like you're not enough or there is something lacking in one area of your life, because we keep taking pieces of different people out, the good pieces of people's lives, and compare it to our life.
Yeah.
Right? Pieces. Those pieces are not complete proof or complete picture of that person's life.
Exactly. It's just a highlight.
Exactly. Most of the time, I have bad. I don't want to say I have most of the time I have bad days. Most of the times we don't share the bad days, the bad things,
Yeah.
downs. I don't want to share it. This is what I was going to say. I don't want to share my bad mood, bad days all the time because I don't want to whine. I don't want to bring anybody's energy down.
Yes.
Right? So I don't share it not because I want to show I'm good. No, because I don't want somebody might have a good day. And if I post
Yeah.
something that makes them feel bad, I don't want to do that. But that doesn't mean that
Exactly.
I'm always good. No, I actually had a lot of hard days and hard things happening in my
Yeah.
life. It's just maybe I didn't share a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
Because you're a normal human and care about others. But at the same time, it's it's good to honor that everyone shares on social media just the highlights. We
exactly.
don't share the heaviness. When we become vulnerable once in a blue moon, it's because we want to share that with a purpose, not to put others down. But not everyone's like that. That's that's why you're the kind of person that feels like you're pouring love and life into others. And that's why it's so easy for people to just listen to you, because you have that light about you. You know that you want to leave people better than you found them, compared to others who are not doing that. So,
True.
but what was the second question that he asked you now? See, you
So
got me curious.
yes. And I'm so happy that you remembered that to ask me that. Because in some podcasts you listen and then they jump into
Like,
the next
poof,
one. What happened to that part? Okay.
I love you.
I love you. So the second question was he said, why do you think you need to be wounded to be loved?
Rude.
I know. Maybe I'm not feeling that, but now I'm questioning myself. So whenever I'm sad, something happens, like I'm thinking, do I want love? Am I being this way because I want to be loved? I'm like now, analyzing myself. But this was the second question. So I'm not saying that I am feeling that I have to be wounded to be loved, but that was a question that he asked. So I want to share it so that you guys who are listening can ask
Yeah.
yourself this question. Maybe this can help you. Maybe you don't feel less authentic when you're confident, but maybe you feel like you have to be wounded to be loved.
To be loved.
Two of our fears, the two fears we have is first not being enough, and second not being loved. And
Yeah.
the core, the root of not feeling enough, fear of not feeling enough, is actually, if I'm not enough, I'm not loved. So the core of everything is in the love and wanting to be loved.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ask yourself that question. I'm asking myself to, and
Yeah.
I hate labeling myself, so I haven't labeled myself about this
Good.
yet.
We're not putting labels. You are magnificent and powerful and fabulous beyond measure. So that's the label that we're taking on. But at
Yeah.
the same time, that's the thing with questions. We think that if we're going through coaching, if we're going through any kind of personal growth, we think that we need to accept just one question versus the other. But every little bit of a question can help us a little better, such as, have I ever felt like I was wounded and I wanted to be wounded in order to feel loved? Maybe in the past, maybe when I was in my victimhood mentality, I would go into my, let me be a victim so that I can be seen as being needing love. Or if I feel super confident, would that feel like I'm too prideful and then I don't feel authentic? Like, these things can always help us know ourselves better. So even if you don't find, you guys, even if you don't find that the questions resonate right now, just write them down, because you never know where it would be like, oh, actually, I have done that in the past and it meant that. And it's going to unlock a new piece of your new identity that you can step into, because we're always growing, we're always creating, we're always expanding more and more into these new realities of ourselves. And it doesn't mean that it has to be the full depth of a question to be applied to you. It can be just something super, super minimal, such as, when I was not feeling enough many, many moons ago, because thank God something clicked in my brain and I feel grounded now. But it took millions of years getting here, I can assure you. When I was not feeling enough, I felt like I'm not enough, thus I am worthy. I'm not enough, thus I am worthy to take up space, which was so crazy now thinking, because when you asked that question, I'm like, oh, I remember asking that to myself. But the thing is, when we do that, I'm worthy of attention if I'm not feeling enough. It's so backwards. See how our mind sometimes works like so crazy, creating all sorts of stories. If I'm not enough, then I'm worthy of attention because I'm not enough. How? But that's the thing. The mind, when it is, and kind of getting a little bit into identity work for a moment for you guys now. When we work on our identity with a dysregulated nervous system, we feel not enough from all sorts of things. I still don't feel fabulous enough when it comes to parenting. I can tell you, there are always layers of the enoughness. I feel like a fabulous mom, and I have days when I'm like, we're dropping all the balls today. In my business, I feel super enough because I know how to take care of people. That has healed because I've worked so much with people. But then the questions that we get to ask ourselves are there to help us rewire ourselves so we have more control over ourselves. And into that regulated versus dysregulated nervous system, use the questions that you guys have to help you feel more at peace with where you are. Are you not feeling enough? It's fine. Are you not feeling worthy? It's fine. Are you not feeling super mom today? It's fine. We all are. It's totally okay to feel like not 100% all the time. Because I can assure you, my loves, even the highest high performers are not 100% all the time. And they're faking it. And that's okay. When you are honoring truly yourself, you can just be there and just let everything else be. Because just like you were saying, like, am I not feeling authentic if I'm not enough? No, you are. You're both authentic and enough. And at the same time, you can feel not enough because you want better, because you want more. And it has that knowledge inside of you that you can always be more, and finding peace in the fact that you don't need to feel enough to be more. That is the sweet spot. And I see you as you grow in this, and I'm like, I want to squeeze you and love you, and you're perfect. But now, as we kind of segue into, we're coming close. We're coming close to letting you go, so I don't keep you for 5 hours. But we're gonna talk a little bit more.
Sure.
As we segue into this kind of wrapping up question, when you think of why people come to you, when you think of, yes, you're taking care of you and self-leadership is a must go to, and you know how to take care of yourself, so you take care of others. When people come to you, what do you want them to know about you?
Ooh, okay. What do I want them to know about me? Wow, such an interesting question.
It has so many layers to it.
I
Just
know,
sit with it.
right? Yes, has so many layers to it. And just FYI, guys, if you're listening, normally, other places when you see an interview, normally they go over the questions before the call. With Anna and me, you're getting the raw stuff. So it's like,
All the raw.
let's talk.
I literally prepared nothing, and I prepared you for nothing. So yeah, we're here.
Yeah. So you're getting the real truth. And I love that. Okay, what do I want? Okay. I've never actually thought about this question. Okay, let me think super quickly.
Think.
Okay, so, and this is interesting. Okay, so, because something recently happened, I'm going to share that as well.
I love it.
I know. So I want them to know that I care about their success a lot. And it's not about, so each client that I get is not like, oh, yay, more money. It's not how I look at clients. I'm like, yay, like, another client. I'm so happy because I'm excited to see the change in their life and in their business. We had clients we fired actually because we were like, okay, we can't help. Or we had clients we talked and we said, you know what, like, I don't think that going forward, based on what's happening, we can add more value to you. So I don't see any reason unless you get to this level, to the next level. I mean, clients actually that finished and then they came back. Now, like after 2-3 years, they come back.
Wow.
I know, which is fantastic feeling. I love
it.
I love it. So, and this is so super important for me, to make sure that they feel, not only know, but also feel that I want the best for them. Because it shouldn't be this way, but it is this way, that I kind of measure my success with their success. Because my why, and I don't know if you ever talked about this, but like in 2020, so before 2020, I read lots of books and I read Simon Sinek's books a lot. And I was working on finding my why.
Yeah.
With his coaching, actually, so I went to his classes first, then I got the coaching. I was able to find my why, which was so awesome. So awesome to find my why. My why is to shine a light on what is unseen so that all of us can achieve our potential.
Oof. Oof. So good. It's so good. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
And you do it so well.
Thank you. So my potential in our potential, in this sentence, I said all of us can achieve our potential. So my potential is to help people achieve their potential, right? So I kind of, even in my why, my success, my thing is linked to their success, right? So if I don't see anything, if I don't see I can help them, or I just can help them for a short period of time, I just help them for a short period of time. Or if I can't help them, I tell them that, okay, this is what you say you want. This is what I do. This is what I think is good for you. If you want to do this, what you want, I'm not the right person for you. Whenever you want to work on this one, second one that I know that you need, I'm here for you and I'll go above and beyond. I will do whatever it takes to add more value to you, right?
Nice.
This is what I want them to think about me. And then the part that I said, I'm going to tell you, this happened recently, actually twice recently, which is crazy. It wasn't even a talk about, like, it wasn't a conversation about me, but somehow the conversations that these two times hinged towards me. And they told me, so two different people told me that something that they see in me is that they can trust me easily. So so I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. Because the trust is super important to me. Just lying is what I hate, right? My red line.
Yeah,
Lying. And because I feel like if you are lying, if you're fake, nobody can trust you.
exactly.
When I hear this, it's like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted, So you asking me that, I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. And this is what I hear from people that they say that they can trust me. So I feel very blessed.
Oh my goodness. I love it. And that's the thing. That's what I felt. Remember when we were training together and we
Yeah.
finally met each other and we're like, yeah, that's how I felt. Like I can trust you with information. I can trust you with things. I can trust you with like losing my mind. Like I can trust you. That's the thing. I love that you said that your people are feeling the same because that's the beauty of working with Rosha is that she will take care of you by default. It's it comes so naturally for you to take care of people that it's not just, oh, let me teach you about money. Let me teach you how to live your life really, really well. And the money will come with that as well. And this is what you can control. It's like poof, there. It's so powerful. So have one more question.
Yes.
When people want to reach you, where can they find you?
Oh, okay. Good question. So can I just add something before I ask?
Yes, please
Because I
do.
really want to make sure that all of us remember this. I absolutely think that I'm blessed if I'm on your path to success.
Mhm.
If I've been put there to be on your path, you're gonna be successful no matter what, even without me.
Yes.
So if I'm on your path to success, I'm the one who's blessed. That's why it makes me super happy. That's why I want to help others. And that's why you said what you said. Like if you feel like, I care about people, I want to help them. It's me being selfish. I want to be blessed. I want to be on your. I absolutely believe that no matter what, if somebody is supposed to be successful, they will find someone. Maybe later, maybe they go slower. But if I'm the blessed one who's on your path, I'm going to do my best so that you get the best out of this time that we have together.
Yes. Sister, amen to that. That was like so perfect.
Thank you. I
Yes,
just want
we
to share
get
that.
to be blessed taking care of others. We get to be blessed experiencing their growth, their impact. We get to be blessed just witnessing all of that and then helping them get closer and faster there. So good. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Where
Yes.
can people reach you? Where can they find you? What can they look, watch, hear? Everything.
Okay. So lots of places. So if you're listening to podcasts or you're a podcast person, I have a podcast called Good Morning Money. I will be in your ears every day. And for 1 minute, 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes so far. So super
I love
short,
it.
something super simple. I call it your sip of success, your daily sip of success. You can just take a sip and then go. You're good for that day. That's my podcast. And then at the end of every month, actually, we do a recap on all the things we talked about.
Nice.
So if you missed something, you listen to the recap. And then if you're interested, you go back and listen to the episode that you missed. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram at Rosh the Firewalker. So Rosh the Firewalker, and I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on YouTube. Yeah, and in real life, I'm in Orange County, California. If you're yes, and another thing. So two other things that if you like to, you know, um if you like us to see each other, at least on Zoom. There are two other places. One of them is my Peak State Society, which is a free community for everybody. We meet weekly for 40 minutes, 20 minutes of celebrations, and 20 minutes of just sharing something that normally is kind of related to money. So that's that. And I can give you the link, Hannah, for
Yes, all the links will be sent in the description box, my loves. Rosha will give everything to me. I will post everything. You guys can have full access, direct access to Rosha because you need to.
Yeah, so all of these are free, and I have another community called Cafe Society.
Yay.
So yes, I love Cafe Society. So Cafe Society is another membership community program, which is membership. So it's super cheap, affordable, and the only reason there is a price for it is I want to make sure because I've done a lot of free things for people, and sometimes they don't value it as much, or they don't take action, or they don't even watch it when it's free.
Yeah.
So I created this one is like it's really minimal amount of membership. It's just for people who are serious but still not sure if they want to get one-on-one coaching with me. So instead, they can come to the group. Amazing people at Cafe Society. So it's a good
Yes.
place also to find friends.
Oh, so fun. I love it. Love, love, love it. Rosha, my love, thank you so much for joining us today in this amazing space that we have online. And I know that people will come to you and listen to you and follow you and join your memberships because they will feel impacted by everything we've talked today. And oh my God, what we've been talking today. I absolutely am in love with everything that we went through. My loves, thank you so much for tuning in. I am honored always to have you join us. And until next week, my loves, remember to stay salty and bright. Bye now.
Bye.